Today we're going to talk about alternate ways to document income to make sure that you get into your next home. So there's alternate ways to document income other than tax returns. So everybody thinks that tax returns is the only way to do it. I don't make enough money. My tax returns are terrible. Well, I'll tell you there's another way of doing it, and I can tell you the ways right now. So let's talk about it. Let's get down and dirty. Bank statements. Do you have bank statements on your business? Of course you do. Now, unless you have a cash business, you're not putting it all in the bank. You're putting it into the bank, and we're going to use deposits only, 12 months or 24 months, business, and sometimes we can use personal bank statements if you don't have a business account, right? So it can be done that way. I just closed a loan for $1.2 million for a primary residence on a self-employed borrower. Okay, it can be done, and you can buy expensive homes, you can buy inexpensive homes, as long as you can show the down payment. Now, you know that these alternate type products are not going to be 5% down program. These are going to be 15% down plus. With good credit, you're going to have 15%. If it's going to be a little bit higher, obviously, if you have lower scores. How low can I go on the scores? I mean, my credit's not really good. I've got a good business cash flow. I had some issues in the past, but I can't clean up my credit. My scores are still real low. Can you believe it? 500 credit scores. 500 credit scores with 35% down, mind you, and you can get into a house showing your deposits. I mean, what are you waiting for? Who doesn't have a 500 credit score to be able to get a house? If you have a good business, you've had issues in the past, what are you waiting for? These home prices continue to move higher. You're going to pay a higher rate, obviously. You're going to be in the 7s, 8s, but it has no prepayment penalty, so it's a glorified bridge loan. Clean your credit up, show your income on your tax returns a little bit higher the next few years, and then refi up it, and then you're done, but you own the house. So get yourself in gear, come down and see us at Just Mortgages. We've got all kinds of programs that we do. Now let's talk a little bit about stated. If you're buying an investment property, you have a 600 credit score. I've seen it all the time, 600 credit score, and you want to buy an investment property. You figure, the guy has a 600 credit score, why is he buying an investment property? Well, he had some other issues. You could have one collection on your credit report and have a 600 credit score. I've seen it. I had one that had a 590 credit score and it had one AT&T collection on there for 150 bucks. We had that paid and removed off the credit report in 3 business days, and he had a 760. He went from a 590 to a 760 in 3 days. And we just closed that deal for 520 grand, and he bought that house because we showed him how to do that. See, you have to have a specialist, not a generalist. Do not go to a generalist. You need a specialist because you have credit issues. If you don't have credit issues, why not go to a specialist anyway for a generalist price? Because it's the same. We don't charge any more for what we do than what those other guys do that don't know what they're doing, right? So we get down and dirty, we know how to do it, been doing it over 15 and a half years. So alternate documentation, we figure a way to close loans and not turn them down. So let's talk about stated income. Investment properties. See, Dodd-Frank federal law requires that we document income. That's why you don't see any stated income for primary residences out in the marketplace. You do see it for investment properties. That has never been altered. There's lenders that do stated income, so we can state your income if you're self-employed. Remember, you have to be self-employed for this, not employed. Self-employed, and you can get into that investment property. Can you use other forms? Yes, you can. You can use the lease. So if your lease is $1,200 a month that you can get for that property, we can use that to offset the payment. If it's 100% of the payment, you're good. There's different lenders for different programs for different scenarios. We figure out what the scenario is, and it is our job to pigeonhole that borrower into something that makes sense for the borrower. Okay, that's our job. That's why you come to us. Let's talk about foreign nationals. Do you have a passport? Of course you do. If you have a passport, 30% down that we can source to your country that you're from, and we get a letter from your bank in your origin country that says that you're in good standing. That's all you need to buy an investment property or second home in the United States. Now, we only do loans in Texas, but that is our foreign national program, and it's fantastic, and people just go, I cannot believe, and there are people all over the world that would love to own real estate in the United States. They have no idea that they could. 30% down, passport, verified funds, and a letter from their bank saying that they're in good standing. That's the foreign national program that Just Mortgages has, and we have multiple lenders that do that, okay? If all else fails, we've talked about all these different strategies, get a cosigner. Cosigners always work. Find somebody that'll help you get into that home, whether it be your primary or want to go in with you on investment property. We'd love to work with you. We're specialists, not generalists. But I always tell people that, you know what? With Just Mortgages, you get generalist pricing with a specialist type of service. We have realtors that actually send loans to us because they know if we can't get it done, there's a 99% chance it's not going to get done. There's no reason to send it to 10 different lenders trying to get 10 different answers. You send it to one lender that knows what they're doing, that has all the programs that we can provide. They don't have to look any further. Because remember, when a realtor sends somebody to a lender, they don't want to get them discouraged. You don't want to get discouraged. If somebody tells you no, you think that's no's a no, when in fact it's not a no. We get people that have been to 8, 9 lenders. That's just what we do. And I say, look, I know what I'm doing. I can get this loan done. Just I'll walk you through it and we'll get this thing done. Go to a specialist, not a generalist, with a generalist price. Because at Just Mortgages, we are the authority. If you like this video and you're looking to buy your first or next home, give us a call or visit our website.